Are video games bad? Since the birth of video games, the media and politicians have for the most part viewed video games and gaming with negativity. From saying Call of Duty is turning kids into killers to Mortal Kombat being talked about in a congressional hearing, video games have really been put through the ringer. In honesty, some of the backlash that video games have caused was deserved. For example, when in 1993 Mortal Kombat, along with other games like Night Trap, were talked about and condemned by US Congress for irresponsibly promoting violent video games to minors. This resulted in the ESRB rating system in the US, which apes the movie rating system. News outlets and politicians have also blamed video games for being a catalyst for mass shootings, especially in the United States. An example of this would be the 1999 Columbine High School massacre, where 18-year-old Eric Harris and 17-year-old Dylan Klebold killed 13 people and wounded 13 before both committing suicide. People blamed a video game called Doom for influencing the two teens to commit the shooting, as they both liked the game. Doom being one of the first-person shooters releasing in 1999, the game being controversial for bringing a new level of realism to video games. In the end, this theory, along with theories such as the fact that the music of Marilyn Manson influenced the two teens, were never proven. Another example would be the 2012 Sandy Hook school shooting, where the media and politicians initially blamed video games like GTA and Call of Duty for being one of the reasons that 20-year-old Adam Lanza perpetrated the shooting. Like previously stated, this theory was never proven. Video games may have a correlation to the perpetrators of mass shootings, but they're never the main reason why these individuals do these heinous acts. And pinning the blame on video games detracts the blame from other factors like gun control and the lack of mental health support. On the other hand, video games can help people and launch them into their careers. In the modern day, video games are a main factor in people's careers. Examples of this are streamers who live stream themselves playing video games on sites like Twitch and YouTube, making money through ad revenue and sponsorship, and professional esports players. These people play video games like Counter-Strike and Rocket League professionally in competitions hosted around the world, earning money via sponsorship, competitions, and esports teams, etc. Along with this, video games can help people get their dream jobs that, on the looks of it, seem inaccessible at the time. An example of this would be the racing driver Jan Mardenborough. Jan Mardenborough is a professional racing driver who races around the world, but before that he was a regular person who dreamt of being a racing driver. Mardenborough had always wanted to be a racing driver, but coming from a normal background, it wasn't a possibility as becoming a racing driver cost thousands of pounds. For Mardenborough's not having that type of cash laying around. Seemingly his dream was out of his grasp, but then he was given the slimmest chance of grabbing it, all thanks to Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is a realistic racing game developed by Polygon Digital and released on the PlayStation. In the game there was a yearly competition called GT Academy where players did in-game challenges and set lap times. The players who did the best and set the fastest times then competed against each other in Ninja Warrior styled physical challenges, and went wheel to wheel in real race cars on a real circuit to achieve the grand prize, a spot on the Nissan racing team, and all the training and licensing needed to race in an international event, becoming a professional racing driver. Mardenborough entered the 2011 running of the GT Academy. He spent 9 hours a day on Gran Turismo for 6 weeks straight, reaching 10th place in all of Europe. Moving on to the next stage of the GT Academy, Jan Mardenborough would become the 2011 GT Academy winner and would go on to be a fully fledged racing driver, competing at the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans and racing in the Japanese sports car racing series Super GT, his journey being turned into a movie loosely based on his story called Gran Turismo. All this from competing in a video game competition. In conclusion, are video games bad? In short, no, they're not. The media and politicians may have tarnished video games by associating them with mass shootings. Video games may have a correlation to the perpetrators of mass shootings, but they are not the main reason why they happen. It's like saying Nerf guns cause mass shootings because 95% of mass shooters were found to like them. Just because it's a factor doesn't mean it's the main reason. Video games can give opportunities that wouldn't normally materialize, like for Jan Mardenborough. They have created new types of careers that that wouldn't have been around 20 years ago, given more job opportunities for coders. Heck, there are even university courses about video games. So in the end, video games aren't all doom and gloom, they are the complete opposite of that.